So, Dr. P, getting back to the topic of tonight, I know I asked you about the treatment with aspirin. You mentioned niacinamide as very good modifiers or regulators of free fatty acid expression. So I wanted to ask you, even in the presence of supplemented insulin, for people that are truly insulin diabetic, the nerve damages, or the neuropathies as they call them, these processes that diabetics still get even in the presence of insulin, and those sensation loss that they get, particularly in the feet or the soles of the feet, which are the kind of initial symptoms of so-called sugar excess syndrome. How is the process at odds with excess sugar when sugar is a vital energy producing currency?
I've gone through many articles. Recently, I watched a video by Gershom Zajcek, who's a very amazing biology medical professor in Israel, and he has a very good understanding of physiology, and he has a video on diabetes and explains how the increased blood glucose is called for by the brain to make up for its needs. But after explaining the compensatory effect of high glucose for the brain, he uses the term glycotoxic for the harmful effects supposedly of glucose. And basically he just resorted to a word to explain how glucose affects the other organs. And looking through the literature, I see that people do that without really explaining what's happening, why extra glucose would be harmful if it's within a moderate osmolarity. The mechanism just isn't explained, even though they say that it's doing the harm. And the changes in the nerves include everything that is failing because of lack of energy. And when the cells are known to be living on fatty acids, and the fatty acids are intrinsically disturbing the metabolism of phosphate, turning off glucose energy production, slowing down, and even activating nitric oxide, the respiratory inhibitor. You know that the energy of the cell being reduced is going to slow all kinds of repairing processes. And incidentally, in the pancreas, glucose stimulates regeneration of new insulin-producing cells. And it's the bad balance, too much free fatty acids, not enough glucose to defend the cells, that causes them to die. And anywhere that a cell is being deprived of energy and forced to eat fatty acids instead, that's now well recognized in heart failure, that a simple treatment such as niacinamide can restore great amounts of heart energy production and improve the failure. Drugs are being developed to do the same as aspirin and niacinamide. But in nerves, one of the effects of failing energy is the inability to make cholesterol and to convert cholesterol into the neurosteroids. When a nerve or its supporting cells, the glial cells, when they're injured by anything, including lack of glucose or a lack of oxygen, they not only stop producing the defensive steroids from cholesterol, but they begin producing estrogen. And the diabetic brain and nerves and all of the diabetic tissues have more aromatase than the normal person of the same age. More of the enzymes which convert androgens to estrogens. And the estrogen in a healthy person, when the nerve is stressed, the activation of this enzyme, which is normally inactive in a nerve, stress activates the production of a little estrogen, which sends out signals to the surrounding cells to cause them to produce pregnenolone, progesterone, allopregnanolone, and a whole range of protective nerve steroids. But if you don't have the energy, you get stuck in producing just the estrogen, which keeps things excited and stressed.
Got it.